Welcome to the Throssell's Nest. My name is Kevin McMullen, I'm the owner, and I've been for the last 30 years. This was one of the most vibrant communities in Merseyside after the war, during the war, and in the 50s and 60s. There used to be 48 pubs on this road. I used to own 3 of them for my sins. You would come up here on a Friday and Saturday night and all the pubs would be heaving. Although they had their own favourite pub, you would go on a pub crawl, especially on a Saturday night. If on a Saturday night was a man's night, where they would all come round and chat and camaraderie. That would be it. It would be wonderful. Families would come together and all meet together, go to different pubs. You would know where to pick your friends up at a certain time. Say it was at 8:30, say, oh, we're going to see Tommy. Tommy would be in this particular pub at 8:30. That's the way it worked. It really was a wonderful community. And you've heard of the older days where you could leave your door open and not worry about it. This happened on Scotland Road. It was never a violent area. It was a tough area. It was tough, you know, where people could look after themselves, had their own sort of morals and scruples. And, you know, that's the way they were. That's the way they brought up. They worked hard and they lived hard. Sometimes when they would have an argument, they wouldn't fight in the street. You'd make an arrangement to fight the following day on the lock fields down there, where they would strip off and have a bare knuckle fight. The strange thing about that was they would have to have the fight at 12 o'clock the next day, because they would have to go to church in St Anthony's or St Sylvester's and have the Holy Communion. And when they were getting the Holy Communion out, the priest, he would be giving out the Holy Communion, and if he saw them with a black eye, he knew they'd have a fight. And he'd whisper to them, see me in this vestry after this. So they couldn't have the fight before they went to Mass, but they would have the fight after the Mass, and then they would shake hands. It was a wonderful spirit there. Everybody knew everybody else. You would hear them shouting their names. Then Sunday night was what you could basically call ladies' night, but all the people brought the wives out and they would all walk along here, different pubs, walking from pub to pub. There was a poor man's Ramblers in Barcelona, but he would walk along, all the ladies would be done up in wonderful dresses, men would have the suits on, all on the best behaviour because they were with the wives, you know, and that's the way it was. It really was one of the most wonderful places to live.